Hello everybody, good morning and happy Monday. So today I'm just popping in real quick. It was a very sleepless night last night. Luke has been up coughing. He's got that part of the cold now that we've all had. Some of you heard him coughing yesterday in the video. You'll hear him again today. So we did not get any sleep. So today is a day full of super simple budget-friendly meals. And hopefully you guys like this. And today or tomorrow you will also see one of Charles's videos of kind of what's going on here on the farm. So look for that as well. All right, let's just start with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, keeping it super simple. Okay, so today I'm gonna make something called rice porridge. We haven't actually ever had it before, but we've heard it's good. So you're doing 1 cup of rice. I just rinsed and washed it, but the short grain rice works best. Then I'm going to add 5 cups of water. So it's like a watered down rice. Okay, and then I'm going to add some freshly grated ginger to this. And then you just top it with a little bit of honey and berries after you cook it. So the fresh ginger we had gotten when we were sick and our throats were hurting. We got ginger and we were making ginger honey, like lemon water. So boiling some water, putting a piece of ginger in it, squeezing some honey. All right, so then I'm gonna close this. My rice cooker has a porridge button. If you don't have a rice cooker and you don't have a porridge button, you can just make it on the stove. You're just gonna do it like you would regular rice. But mine, I'm gonna put over on porridge and cook. Alright, so here is what I was able to can yesterday. And all those tomatoes, we have 1 small jar. Everything else is quart size, so 9 quarts and 1 small. So very happy with that. I'm going to go put that down in the pantry. Alright, so I am waiting on that to cook the breakfast. I thought I'd show you today. We're working on the peppers. Tired or not, I need to get the canning done. So I'm going to try and make cowboy candy, I believe, as long as I got everything for it. I've got all these are jalapenos. And then I have this 1 bag of like banana peppers. So, but a lot of jalapenos. Okay, so here is what the porridge looks like. It took a long time. Kate's making protein smoothies to go with it. So I'm going to stir this up and I'm going to put it in a bowl, and we add just a little bit of honey to it. And here is a look at the smoothie, the protein smoothie. Okay, so now I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of honey on top. This will come out just like that. And we're going to try it like this before we add any berries to it. Okay, so I think it's pretty good. It's very bland. I would have had more of the ginger. My brain works a little bit. But I like it. I like the texture. I think it's pretty good. I think I'm not even going to add fruit because she made the smoothies. So we're just going to eat it like that. I also decided to go on and can my cranberries for cranberry juice today. I'm just going to do a really simple method. And I have 7.5 bags of cranberries that we had gotten over the holidays when I was able to stock up on them for $1 a bag. So I'm going to turn that into cranberry juice. Alright you guys, for lunch we're doing the leftover pasta and meatballs from last night along with dinner rolls. And then for a snack today, I don't know why, probably because I'm tired, I am wanting some hot pretzels. That just sounds so good to me. Hot pretzels and like a cheese dip to dip it in. Something that you would get like at a mall or at the movie theater. something we never have. And that just is sounding really good to me. So we're gonna make some hot pretzels and a cheese dip. And I went ahead and I got the canner going to start the cranberries. Sorry I'm not cleaned up for you guys today. I just don't have it in me. I'm doing what I can in the kitchen, and it's just one of those kind of makeup free, put on a hat kind of days, and take care of my sick baby and get some stuff done in the kitchen. So let's make some hot pretzels. Okay, so we are gonna start with 1.5 cups of warm water. We're kind of making it just like we do when we make bread. We're gonna do a tablespoon of sugar. And then we're gonna add 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. And give it a quick stir. And then we're gonna let this sit and get all foamy. Okay, so real quick, while we're waiting for that to get foamy, I just wanted to point out, we do not recommend that strainer thing that I used yesterday. You guys all said, oh, you were struggling. You know, my knife skills were off yesterday too. I know you guys hate how I cut an onion. I just can't help it, that's how I cut an onion. But I will try it your way. I will try it. But my knives, they suck. I need new knives so bad. I've had them, I don't know, forever. I haven't bought a new knife in forever. But I need to sharpen them. And I have a couple that I like. I just need to sharpen them really good. But you guys, that tomato strainer thing, if you guys can see, my arm is completely bruised up. Look at that. That is just awful. Kate's is the same way. Ignore my white spots. I have that, you know, I get those white spots. But anyway, Kate's arm is the same way. That is awful. And it's sore because we were trying to hold it still. The suction did not work. It did not work. I know some of you said heat them up, cook the tomatoes first, or blend them all and then put them through the strainer. Maybe I'll try some of that. Otherwise, this sucker's going to Goodwill because I'm not getting beat up like that again. And it took us 2 hours and 3 people. So, highly do not recommend that strainer personally. I'm not a fan. All right, this is getting bubbly, so let's get back to this, this here. Oh, and real quick, my dog. I don't show my dog a lot because I always get somebody say, your dog is so skinny, and like we're just these awful people. She is a Great Dane. She is skinny, but she's not going to be anything but skinny. She's looking really good right now. Sometimes she gets so skinny that like you can see her backbone. Then we have to switch her to puppy food to get a little bit more weight on her. She eats 2 big bowls of food. She's 100 pounds. She is a great big dog. She might not look great big outside, but she comes up to my, you know, her head comes pretty high up. So she's a big dog. And girl Great Danes are just very thin. Boys are a little bit meatier, but they're just a very thin dog. And that's how she is. She's always going to be super thin. She has beautiful lines. They're a greyhound mixed with a mastiff, and she definitely has the greyhound look to her. And she is just, she's got beautiful lines actually. If you look at her and you don't just sit and think she's so skinny. She's a very beautiful dog. All right, back to this. Okay, so now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. And I'm going to add 4.5 cups of water. There's 1. Let me lower this down. 2. 3. Okay, and then this is just going to knead on low for 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so this is what happens when I do stuff when I'm tired. I forgot to add the 1/4 cup of melted butter, so I might need to add a little bit more flour. We'll see what happens. And this might not turn out. We'll see what happens. This is what happens if I'm tired and I cook. Now we're gonna cover, drizzle a little oil and let this rise. Okay, then I'm just gonna drizzle a little oil on the top and just kind of roll it in here so that it all gets covered in oil. Then I'm gonna cover it for an hour and we'll see what happens. Maybe I ruined it, maybe I didn't. Okay, so now I'm gonna start this cranberries because I got everything is ready to go. Okay, so we're gonna start with 1 3/4 cup of cranberries per jar. And my jars are already hot. I just put them in the dishwasher. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar to each one. I really should get my funnel. I'm making too big of a mess without the funnel. Then I'm just going to ladle boiling water into my jar, leaving a little bit of headspace at the top. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my little handy dandy tool here and get any bubbles out. Now these do have to sit on the shelf for about a month or so before they're ready to drink. Then I just take a rag and go around the top. Make sure that everything's clean so that it can seal properly. And then I'm putting my lids on. Okay, and this is nice and oily. Alright, and then, sorry, can you see that? Then I'm going to lower these down into the boiling water. Cover, let it come back up to a boil. And then these are going to can for about 25 minutes. So once that comes back up to a boil, I'll start the timer. Okay, so now the dough is risen. So over here I have about 10 cups of water, and to that I'm going to add 2/3 a cup of baking soda. Get the other one out. And we're gonna bring this up to a boil. Okay, so now on a parchment lined sheet, I'm gonna take this dough. It says it makes 8, so we'll see what happens. You can divide it into 8 pieces, or however you wanna do it, I guess. I'm just gonna start like this, and it says to roll it into a rope. So, let's see. Oh, that'll... I think pretzel bites might be better. It'll be less work, so I might do a couple pretzels and then just some pretzel bites. Okay. Let's see. So it says make a U, and then we're just going to kind of flip. That does not look right to me, so let's undo that. Still think you're supposed to kind of go around. Maybe just like that. Just one. We'll go with that. That was easier. Does that look like a pretzel a little bit? I think it does a little bit. We'll see. I think if it was skinnier. Alright, we'll try it like that. So now we're going to take this over and we're going to put it in the boiling water. And this is supposed to boil in here for a minute. So let's see what happens. I think it's going to come undone. Okay, that is good enough there. I'm going to set my oven to 450 degrees. This is going over to my baking tray over here. And then you're supposed to brush it with a little bit of an egg. And sprinkle on some salt. I'm just using this coarse kosher salt that I had downstairs. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to do all that again. I think that the bites will be just as good. So I got my scissors here. And I'm just going to roll this. And then I'm going to do pretzel bites. And same thing. They're supposed to only go for about 30 seconds. So I guess I did that one a little bit too long. Okay, and then I'm going to put these in. They're only supposed to go in for about 30 seconds. Then I'll dish them all back out. Alright, now these are going into the oven until they're a nice golden brown. Okay, I'm going to start grating some cheese for the cheese sauce. And then we'll get that cooking while we are waiting on the pretzels to bake. And then tonight for dinner, I'm just going to keep it super simple. And I'm going to make some broccoli, and we can put some of this cheese sauce on it. And baked potatoes and chicken, I do believe. Charles said his pants are getting too tight. Everybody's gaining a little bit of weight. So a couple days a week, I'm going to try and incorporate a couple healthier days. I know some of you will be shocked, but without breads and sugars. We'll see how it goes, because we are a bread, sugar loving family. But that's the plan. Okay, and then back here, things are getting a little crowded in my kitchen right now. I'm going to turn this burner on. We're going to melt a couple tablespoons of butter. I already had some sitting out. So a couple tablespoons of butter. Okay. To that I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of flour. And we're just going to kind of brown that a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to add a cup of milk, if I can get it out. I forgot to shake it, and it's kind of creamy at the top. Okay, about a cup of milk. I'm going to wipe that up real quick. It's going to burn onto my burner. I'm also going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and about a 1/4 teaspoon, oh, a lot more than that, of chili powder. I only want about a 1/4 teaspoon. We don't need that much. I think we're going to need a little bit more of this milk. Okay, now I'm going to start adding some cheese in here. Might have needed a bigger pan. Turn this heat down. A little more cheese. Okay guys, and that's it. I removed it from the heat. That is our cheese dip. Okay, so here they are out of the oven, and now I just have some melted butter. And just top them with a little bit of melted butter. Alright, so here then is today's snack. We're just having a snack because I felt like it. Alright, hold on, let me zoom out. I'm zooming in. Alright, now Charles is gonna give it a try for you.
I should have stepped closer to the camera to make you get confused. Alright, I'm gonna try it without the nacho cheese first.
I haven't tried them yet, so I don't know.
Oh, that's about perfect.
Is it like an
Crunchy.
Auntie Anne's?
Crunchy on the outside, really soft and fluffy on the inside.
Good, because I was wanting some.
I think maybe just a hair bit more salt.
Well, it's because I don't have actual, like, salt, pretzel salt. I just had to use what I had.
And it could be I just like mine saltier. You never know.
No, it looks like it didn't have as much salt as I would have liked, but I didn't want to go overboard either. How about with the cheese sauce?
I mean, just the cheese sauce itself is okay. I don't normally do cheese on my pretzels. But if I was doing this cheese sauce with tortilla chips, it would be gone.
So there you have it. It'll go good on the broccoli tonight.
You let me know how that goes.
You'll have a salad with cheese on it.
Corn is my favorite green vegetable. That's it.
No.
Yep.
Okay, so I got 14 jars of cranberry juice done. And honestly, it's 5:30. I'm gonna start dinner and I'm gonna be done. I'm getting very done today. So dinner is super simple. So let's just throw that together real quick. Okay, so these potatoes are perfect size that we got in our flash foods this week to make baked potatoes. So that's why I chose baked potatoes. Plus, let's just pop them in the oven and forget about it for an hour. Real quick though, again, I had a question about flash foods. Where do I get these awesome deals on produce and these awesome basket or boxes? It's a free app you download on your phone. It's called Flash Foods. And all you do is put in, like, let it find your location, and it will just tell you if there's anybody by you that does flash foods. Here, where I live, Meijer is the only store that participates in it. So I can click on the app, see what's in the flash food sale, and it's always at least 50% off of whatever the cost is in the store. And then you just pay for it on the app, and then you go pick it up at the customer service desk. At least that's how it works at Meijer. Different stores might be different depending on what state you're in, if they have it or not. But it is definitely worth checking out to see if that is available where you are. We are very happy with it. You definitely need to use it faster because it's stuff that needs to be sold now or within the next couple days. That's why you get a 50% off. But you throw oranges in the fridge. We have some we got a month ago and they're still fine. You can throw apples in the fridge, that kind of stuff. Now berries, like we got this week, we definitely need to use those up. So we've been snacking on those because berries, you know, get moldy pretty fast. So, but yeah, we've been very happy with it, and it's a way to completely get a ton of produce. I get 4 boxes a week for the most part, and that's 20 bucks. They're $5 a box, and it's wonderful. It also has great deals on meats. If you want meats, we don't need any of that right now, but it's got great deals on that too, and just random stuff that is, you know, they need to sell now that you can get for like 50% off. So definitely worth the checkout. All right, let's make these baked potatoes. Okay, so I just washed these really good, and I'm gonna put them in this baking dish, and then I'm gonna cover it with some foil on top. I'm going to rub these with some olive oil. I learned how to make these from Kim. And Kim, you mentioned something about donkeys. I didn't even know you guys got donkeys. When did that happen? But anyway, back in the day, so she comments on here a lot. We became friends when our oldest boys were in kindergarten. So I've known her for quite a long time. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this garlic salt on. She, you guys, is one of the best cooks. She lost a ton of weight. So she's like inspired me over the years in so many ways. She's amazing. And she has a bunch of cows. And she's just awesome. All right, now I'm gonna cover this with some aluminum foil. And then I'm gonna bake them for about an hour, and we'll just see, you know, when they're fork tender, they're done. Then I'll pop this in the oven. Okay, and then I'm also gonna bake the chicken right now as well. I just have a bunch of chicken breasts. But you guys, it is gonna be a late night. I'm sure another long night with Luke tonight, with him still having a hard time with this cold. So I'm just going to bake all these very simple, so I can use these tomorrow to turn into chicken salad for lunch and just some different random chicken dinners. Maybe make a chicken pot pie or something. I'm going to just drizzle this with some olive oil. And I'm just going to do poultry seasoning. Like I said, just super, super simple. And I'm gonna pop this in the oven as well. Now, and well, it's cooking, so I'll be back in an hour. And tomorrow I will make that cowboy candy because I'm anxious to make it, and I've got everything's defrosted now out of the freezer. I'm just too tired tonight. So I will see you guys when this is done, and we'll wrap it up. All right, so here we go. The chicken, the baked potatoes, and you guys, that's it. We're not even doing a taste test tonight because I'm just really tired. And we still have this cheese sauce here some. So actually I think I'm gonna steam some broccoli too, but I'm gonna go in and call it a night. All right guys, that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And have a great day or night. Bye everybody.